Hey everybody, welcome to Brick Finds and Flips at brickflips.com. Well, today I thought I would just hop on and do a live call today, just kind of a live video. And I just wanted to kind of highlight some of the deals that I'm seeing for Prime Day. If you guys don't know, I don't know where you guys have been, but Prime Day is a 2 day event that Amazon has that they give you guys some discounts on some products and things. And a lot of the times that you can find a lot of Lego deals that are available on Prime. And by doing that, you actually have to be a Prime member. This is good for I think most other countries. I mean, I'm really focused in the United States, so if you're listening, elsewhere, I'm pretty sure they have other deals because I do see other things going on in the UK. I think Australia, some other countries may have some deals that are going on for Amazon. So you might see some things here that might not be applicable in your area, but just take a look. Take a look and see what you can find out there. One of the other things too is not only does Lego actually have deals for the U.S., but they also have just for Amazon. There's also deals out there for other retailers. So we're going to actually just kind of take a look and see what we can find out there, just so you guys are aware of some of the deals. And I'm just going to kind of give you my little spin on it as far as, investing wise or just a good deal, like as far as just overall a deal, like even if you're not a Lego investor and you're looking for Lego deals, I know what's usually a good price for most of this stuff. And, normally what, is on sale, you might get a little bit extra just looking at this, just, with this particular one. So we're going to get started. And I wanted to just show you guys this little page that I have here that we created, and it's just our deal hub that we have for Prime Day. So these are updated as we get things, and what we're doing on here is we're updating it pretty regularly throughout the day, so that you can actually see some of the deals that are coming up. And what I'm doing is I'm just leaving up some of the things. So there might be some lightning deals that Amazon has. We're just going to leave those up there because I think some of them you can actually join a wait list or something like that. And we'll take it down tomorrow before all the new deals start for the next day. But if you want to take a look at this, it's at brickflips.com/deals. And that will get you right over to our page. We have some information here if you guys want to save some money with Prime Day. They have these different things that they can do, save a little extra dollars by signing up. You can get a free trial with Prime if you've never had it before. Also, there's some added bonuses that you can do to get some extra money. So if you didn't see that, there's some information out there, but I'm not going to really focus too much on that. I wanted to get down to what we could see for deals for Amazon, and just kind of look and see what's going on here. So let's make this a little bit bigger here so you guys can see it. Get my head out of the way here. All right. So, one of the things that if you're looking for deals and investments, if you're a Lego investor, you always want to be able to get as many of one item as possible. Unfortunately, with Amazon, they limit you to three. So, that's still, okay. It's better than nothing. So I just want you to be aware of that. A lot of the stuff that I get on Amazon, it's not really going to move the dial as far as growing a business. But if you're just starting out, then this is great. I mean, you can spend a good, $1,000, whatever, on some of the products that are available, a couple $1,000, and you get yourself a nice little portfolio right away to get started. But if you're like a reseller like myself, three of them is just not going to do it for me. So we look towards some of the other deals that are going on with some other retailers. We can try to get some other deals with that. Another thing you can also do is possibly price match with some things, but a lot of times these retailers are not going to price match during this event, or they'll only give you one. So there's some quantity restrictions that you may run into, but there are some actual deals out there that you can find that you can get a little bit more than the maximum of three. So it's one of those things you just kind of have to pick through and see what you can find out. So, first on the list that we have is the Iron Man Hall of Armor 76125. Now, this one has been around for quite some time. In fact, it is it is one that I've seen quite a number of times. As you can see, I purchased some of them, but it's one of those ones that you can find this. Um, it seems like it's going in and out of stock, and I think this one is I think it's officially retired. I'd have to look at my numbers and everything, but I think this one is actually retired, and it just keeps popping up in here for deals. But you can get this, and the great thing about a lot of these things that you'll notice is that they may be retired, and you might actually see them retired on Lego's website, which is really the official way that you're going to be looking at any type of retired Lego. You want to make sure that it's on there retired, and that's really the only way that you'll be guaranteed. Now there's lots of lists out there. In fact, I have a list that I curate that's based off of so many different sites, and I kind of compile them all together. So I'm being honest with you, I do the research as far as getting all that, and I give you guys some links and some helpful stuff with it. But these lists are based off of some different data, whether it's from someone who's buying Lego, and they have a sheet that says what's going to be available in the next quarter, so they put in their orders, and maybe it doesn't show up, then they kind of do that. And also Lego does go through a kind of a sales cycle, as far as how long it's available. Some sets are available for 2 years, some of them for 6 months, maybe even a couple months. So, there's some limitation with that. So anytime that you see kind of retired things, you want to make sure that you're looking for retired with, actually officially on Lego. So for this one, I think this is retired. We'll just take a look. I didn't have I kind of just went live today because I wanted to just give you guys a few things that I noticed for the day that's been pretty good. And some of these deals have been okay. Like I said, I mean, these are some of them you get like 40% off, and some of these things are already retired. So getting that at the right moment is the best thing to do. And I just couldn't remember if this one, yeah, see, this one is retired. It's showing up as retired. So this is pretty good if you can get this. I mean, this is kind of going in and out of stock too. So I've seen this, at least in the US, that I've seen this come up a bunch of times. And this is probably a result of what's been going on, with the pandemic and the supply chain issues that everybody's been having. But normally when things retire too, they kind of trickle out afterwards. So maybe this is the last push for this one to get rid of. I know I'd like to see this one could not show up on Amazon anymore, because I have quite a number of these ones right here. But either way, that one's a pretty good deal if you want to snag that in there. And like I said, it is retired already, so something. Another retired one I know is the Hagrid's Rescue, but I think this one is all done. I think this one was a lightning deal. I think this one has been already done, but I'm not sure. Yeah, see, this one was actually done. I think everybody had purchased them all at the same time. But this is one of those things where you have to have some type of timing with anything, as far as getting some good deals and everything. But there are some still out there, so definitely take a look. And again, if you want to go to the page, it's at brickflips.com/deals, and this will get you right over there. But this one right here is this one's also another retired one, I believe. 42093. Yeah, see, retired 7/31/21. And this one, wow, almost a year. I think this one is still available, on here, at least right now. I think it is. Yeah, you can still get this one. And you can get up to 3 with this one. And, 34, it's 30% off. So it's not like huge as far as, compared to some of the other deals that I've seen that are like more than 40%. But for 30%, it's still pretty good. And this, like I said, this one is retired already in 2021. So this is one of those things where, it's showing up still. I don't think that if you go, like I said, I'm not going to go onto Lego site for every single one of these. But if you go on there, you can check to see if it is retired, if the date. But according to my information, it's 7/31/21. The same for this one as well, the Duplo Town Airport. This one I think is still available as well. This one I think is sold out with the Bernonsky face. But I think that most of the other ones on here are still available. I believe the monkey one is available too. But the cool thing about Duplos too is if you guys, I mean, if you're just getting into Lego investing and they're like, "Wow, I'm going to get started." I always say to pick a theme that you're really familiar with, and you're probably not familiar with Duplo to start out with, because those are like the ones that are for kids. Some of those ones actually do really well. I find the character ones do really well. So like Spider-Man or some other Marvel one or something does pretty good, or the Jurassic Park ones also do fairly well for that. So those are the things that you can kind of look for. The airport one I think will be fine. I think the price actually for that one, I think it was like 14.99. So really to get 100%, it's probably going to sell for maybe $35, which you'll probably end up getting for that around quarter four. It's probably the best time to do that. But again, this one is retired 731. Now I don't know if this shows up anywhere else in any of the retailers. So that's always something to look for. Is when you're getting a good deal on this, just see if this is available anywhere else. If it's just Amazon, then likely maybe they just had a lot of these and they saved them for Prime Day. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't put them out until then. Or you can take a look at the Keeper charts, which will show you if it's been on sale. So if you see that it's been out there for a while, then they just have a really big supply of this, and it hasn't dwindled down yet. But once this is gone, I mean, Lego's not going to produce it again. So, all right, and then the Bronski, like I said, I'm probably not even saying that right. Ronix Face Off, the treasure hunt, the Jurassic one is gone, but that one was a pretty good one. I remember getting that one last year. And then we get into like some of the other ones. Lego City, I'm not too crazy about Lego City investing in them, but I mean, if it's a good price for that, then maybe you're only getting three of these. So the other thing is that I'm not going deep. You're not going deep on some of these sets right here. So you could make a little extra money down the road when you're selling it later on. One thing I also want to let you guys aware of is that if you're selling on Amazon, you have to make sure that if you're getting Prime things, which is obviously this is the only way you can get it, that you're not using your actual account for doing that, the same account. So if you have a business account and you have a Prime on there, then you should be fine to grab those. But technically, you're not supposed to do like selling from Prime on there. But a lot of times with my stuff, it's if I do get it that way, then I'm sitting on this stuff for a couple of years, so I'm not just sending it right in. But just be aware of that is there's some terms and services and stuff I believe with Prime that you have to take a look at. So just be aware of that if you are purchasing anything with that. But there's quite a number of other sets out here. As far as the Duplo sets, this one is 10932. And then there's also another one too, 10933, the crane one, and then the friend sets too. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think of friend sets for investing in? I'm not too crazy about them. Every once in a while I'll get a couple of sets. They always seem to be the really big ones because they're just sitting on the shelf and they're just so heavily discounted, like almost 60% for some of them that I would get. But I usually don't get too many of them. But I don't know. I don't really sell too many of the friend sets. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of some of the friend sets. But definitely the Duplo ones. I mean, definitely check out some of those themes. And then we got the monkey kids. Now, if you guys don't know this is like almost like the Ninjago. It's kind of like Lego's kind of other theme that they came up with, and I guess it's a cartoon and everything. Out in Asia, I guess it's really big, or Asia, or Europe, maybe even in Europe, it might be big too. But it's starting to kind of pick up a little bit in the U.S. You don't hear too much about it, but the sets are really cool. They're really colorful. Actually, let me look at one of these ones because um, the characters in there really. I think they did a really good job on the characters, the color, the color scheme of it, and some of the different kind of I guess characters that they have in there. I haven't watched the cartoon, so I don't know any of these characters. I'm not gonna pretend like I do, but some of them are really cool. Like I mean, just the looks from the box arts that I've looked at of some of these ones. So these might be pretty good to grab a couple of them. I like them because there's some. I don't think there's a huge supply of them in this area in the U.S. I think it's much bigger out in Europe and Asia, of course. But I think that that's going to possibly, play a role in the value of this later on. Is that there's not a huge supply of it, and not a lot of people might not be grabbing these as well. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in here. So I definitely wanted to just see if there's any other deals out here for Monkey Kids. I think there was another one that I saw as well. These ones on here, I just put these on here when they were first starting, before they actually had some stuff on here. So they're not necessarily you know the best prime deals, but there are some pretty good deals on there. And then Lego actually had quite a number of deals on their site, and you don't usually see you don't usually see Lego do a lot of deals, but I don't know, they wanted to get in the Prime Day, I guess. So, and that's the cool thing about this, is that it will expand over to some of the other retailers that you'll find some good deals. I do have to say though, I'm pretty disappointed in Walmart. Walmart had nothing. We were looking all day. I didn't see anything advertised. There was really no deals for Walmart. So thanks, Walmart, for not participating in here. But maybe they'll come out with something tonight or tomorrow. So if they do, we're going to be looking at them. If they do, we'll post them on here on our website at brickflips.com/deals, so you can see them. If there's anything out there. But let's move on. Let's look at some of the Lego shop at home deals. And these are, if you go to the lego.com site, you can grab these. They actually have double VIP points for today and tomorrow. So, there is that's a little bit extra incentive to kind of help you make a decision if you wanted to buy something. But, usually Lego does not discount heavily with some of these deals. But I want to show you this one deal right here. And the reason why I want to show you this is that if you're a Lego investor, then this might be something to pick up right here. With the Minions. Now, obviously, the Minions just came out, so there's quite a big popularity with them at the movies right now. I don't know. I didn't see the movie, so I don't know if this is the actual movie. I don't even know if the Rise of Gru. I think that's the one. I don't know. You guys can tell me. I think my kids they want to see it, but I wasn't sure the name if it was the Rise of Gru. But either way, I know that there is a Minions movie out, and I did see this one on Lego for, I want to say it was like let's see, yeah, $15.99. So it's like 20% off, which is I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's better than anything else. But I wanted to show you, if you look on Amazon right now, it's going for $33.95. So obviously, if you get this now and you send it in, it'll probably drop the price. But I think the popularity of this one is going up anyway. So I think you're gonna see like everything's gonna load up on here for my thing, so you can see all my charts and everything. But I think the popularity of this one is going to go up a little bit more because of the movie. I mean, it's just the timing of it. Everybody's going to see it. Plus, I know there's some stuff in the news about some some trending stuff on TikTok with some guys dressing up, I guess, for the movie. So I don't know. Just I think with that, I think you can see that the ranking of it's starting to heat up a little bit. So even if you look at the day or a week or whatever, it does look like it's kind of heating up a little bit. So it's selling a little bit more, and the price is still going up. So I don't know. This might be a good opportunity to to grab this at a discount. I mean, you're not making too much more right here. I mean, I'm not even adding the tax in here or anything. But it's already 50% ROI from here. And then you get double VIP points as well. So I don't know. Maybe that's something you can look at. But one of the other ones that I did see on here is the Dark Trooper helmet, and that one is also, I think it's 20% off for that one as well. So this one I have to say though, when this one comes up, I don't know. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I got all the Star Wars Lego behind me, but there's all the other ones that I've seen, all the other helmets, they've all been fantastic. I've really enjoyed building them. I have pretty much all of them. This is the only one I don't have, so I just grabbed this one for today. But out of all of them, this is it's. I'm looking at it and I just don't really like it. Like I don't know, maybe when I build it, it'll be a little bit different. But just looking at it from the box and just as it just looks funny. And I have a bunch of the Dark Trooper minifigures, all of those ones. But the helmet, I'm just not. Maybe when I build it, it'll look good. But I have to say though, this is like this is only available on. You can get this on Amazon too, but this is only available for Target, I think, and I don't think there's any other retailers that have this. At least I haven't seen it in the U.S. I don't know, internationally. I don't know what else is available out there. So, let me know in the comments, like, post something there. If you see it on the UK, what store it's at. I don't know if it's like Tesco or some of those other ones that you guys might have it in. But either way, this one, I'm not too crazy about it. I don't know. Maybe I guess once I build it and I grab it but it looks like I can see these are already stickers right here. There's a lot of stickers. There's a sticker right here, a sticker right there. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to get it because I got all the other ones, so why not get this one as well? But they are discounted a little bit. I think 40. I think that's 20% off. And again, you get the double VIP points. You can take a look on Target too. I don't think Target is. I think they have it at $59.99. So if you don't really see this go discounted too much, then maybe you can grab it then. But this could be one of those ones that Target does for Black Friday too. If they're the only retailer that has this, then maybe this might go on for Black Friday or some kind of deal. But it's not going to be the TIE Fighter. So I know you guys are, if you guys invested in the TIE Fighter, which I heavily invested in. I was going around all these Target stores grabbing them back then, but they really substantially went up in value after it retired. In fact, they're still like really high for price. I still have like a whole case of them I'm gonna send in, but they do really well. I don't know if this one will do the same. I mean, to be honest, the TIE Fighter one is not the best one either. Although when I built it, it looks nice. But out of all the different ones, the helmets, I didn't think it was the best one, but it did go for the good money. So maybe this will go for it too. I'm not really sure. But speaking of other helmets, the cowl for the Batman Classic. I didn't really hear some good things about this one. I'm not a big DC fan or Batman fan. I mean, so I don't really know like if this is like a good deal for it, but I think this one was also 20% off as well. So, and I think I remember seeing this at Target too. So it might be a little bit cheaper if you go to the Target. In fact, I think it is on my list for the Target. So we'll get down there as well and take a look at it. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this one, the helmets one? Because I'm not too crazy about this. The design of it doesn't look as great, but I don't know. If you're a DC fan, then maybe you like it. Who knows? I'm not going to say anything against any DC fans, but I didn't really care for it. I don't know. Maybe it looks cool. I think the better price is on Target, so maybe take a look at it on there. The same thing with this one with the Hermione Granger and the Harry Potter. This one was actually available on Target before, and I think they had like a day or something that they gave these things away. They're really big. This box is huge. I mean, they're like this big, like for a box. So it's a fairly large box to store. And I just don't think the popularity of this one was that as great as some of the other sets for Harry Potter. So I don't know if this one will do well, but I think I bought this one really low. I'm not sure if I didn't buy any of these now on Lego, and I think they have them on Target as well. So I kind of skipped this one. I did buy, I think, like 5 or 6 of the other ones before they went out of stock. So I don't have a lot of them, but I don't think these are going to do really well. I think I'll get my money. I'll get some good money out of it, but I'm not going to make a killing on it. In fact, I'm probably going to get rid of it sooner than later. But either way, if you're a happy Harry Potter fan, you don't have this, maybe you want this thing. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm a Harry Potter fan, but I don't think I would have this on my collection. But, it's just one of those things. But, what's funny is that we always say there's always some sets that everybody's like, I don't really like this one, it's terrible. And then when it retires, it's like, oh man, that thing like goes up and skyrockets in price. So some of those things you can't really tell, but I think there's such a huge supply of these things. That's why you're seeing these being discounted as well. And then we get down to some of the other stuff in here. The end game battle. This one, I think this one's retiring soon, maybe this year. I'm not really sure. Um, that one is also 20% off. This one's interesting one as well. The Everyone is Awesome one. This one's only available on. It is a Lego exclusive, so this one is just available on Lego. Although you can find stuff on Amazon as well. And I haven't seen this discounted as much, so I don't know if this is going to be the regular price for this for a while or just for a couple of days, but it's $27.99. That's 20% off, plus the VIP points, of course, on there. So this one might be cool to hang on to for a while. I think it's unique enough. I think the demand will be pretty high for that one. But I don't know. It's one of those ones that I think is going to fly under the radar for a lot of things, as well as the Monkey Kids. And I know there was a couple other ones on the list as well. This one's the Dragon Car. This one's the Galactic Explorer. I think these ones came out recently, so I don't. It's one of those things like with Lego, and you want to get stuff closer to retirement because you don't want to tie up all your money in a set that's going to be it might not even be retired for like another year or a year and a half or whatever. So those one of those things, like you have to kind of weigh those things. How long are you gonna have to hold on to this? So trying to get things closer to the end of retirement. Sometimes you have no control over it. If you get it, then they change the retire date, or somebody just says it's retiring and it doesn't. It's one of those things like your money can be tied up. But I think the Monkey Kids have been pretty regular as far as their retirement dates. They're usually 2 years. 18 months to 2 years after they've been released. I think some of the little ones, I think they are only doing it for a year, maybe. Not sure exactly for all of them, but that's one of the things that you always want to look at when you're getting any sets for investment, is just to see if it's one indicator of that as far as the value. You always want to look at, is this possibly retiring this year or next year? Can I get this later on? Maybe you can get it for even more of a discount at that point. So I think these ones are only available on Lego. You can poke around. So I don't know if these are at other retailers. And that's the other thing, that one of the other things that you want to look at when you're finding something is, how available is this? What's the supply of this? Is this on a lot of retailers or just Lego? Or maybe just, like Target and Lego will have, kind of an exclusive piece of it, or Walmart and Lego will have some exclusive of that. So those are the things you want to look at when you're looking at, if this is going to be a good investment. All right, so we're going to move on to some Target deals. Target deals. Now these ones I think these are all good until tomorrow. I don't even think I think I added some more in here. But these ones should still be available if there is supply available for the Target deals. These ones are good for the next 2 days. Now, some of these ones you have to click and you have to add it to your cart in order to see the actual deal in there. But you can basically just click it in there and see what the price is. Yeah, see, this one is, I knew this one had some exclusivity. It's only at Target, but of course you can get this on Lego. So anything that's exclusive is really not exclusive. It just means that they're the only retailer that showcases it at this point. But Lego also sells it as well. They always are able to sell it as well. Yeah, so this one is 40% off at $71.99. I want to say I got these I had to look at my inventory sheet, but I think I got them for like 50 something. I don't know. But that's still pretty good, 40% off. Of that, it's not a bad price. You might be able to, but just be aware they're really big. These are really big boxes. And I think there was another one. Some of these, like I said, you have to click in. And here's the Batman cowl. So let's see what that one was going for. I think this one was cheaper than the one on Amazon. I mean, on Lego.com. So you might want to grab this here. Also, to a Target, if you don't know, always go to the cashback sites as well, because you can get some cashback from different either credit cards or different sites. They're kind of like these portal sites, like Rakuten is one of them. Um, and there's a bunch of different ones out there. If you want to take a look at we do have a kind of like a little sheet right here, a resource page. If you go to this page, this will bring you over to the different cashback sites and a little bit of tips on how to do that. But so this is one where you're going to look at it in the cart, and I don't remember what this one was. Maybe I already have it in my cart. Let's see. Did I already put this in there? I think it was like 50 something, but let me just add it in there. No. All right. It's probably going to show my address. I don't think I want to show my address, but let me pull this over on here so I don't show my address accidentally here. Let's see. But yeah, some of the other deals in here. Let me pull those down so you guys can see while I'm looking this up in here. Like I said, you got to add them into the cart in order to see the deal, and but some of them are just actual, like it'll show the price right there. I don't like it when they do that. I don't know. Like I think they do that for some. There's probably some reason. Yeah. So the Batman cowl is 37.49, and that's pretty good for that one. I think it's probably a limit at one, but with Target, you got to be careful with Target for reselling. You can make multiple orders of things, but sometimes they can cancel on you, and they can ban you or take away your red card or give you a slap on the wrist or something. But so just be careful of that. I've ordered like 10 of some things, and they're fine. I would do maybe a couple like in the morning, maybe a couple at night. If the sale goes on for a couple of days, then I try to spread it out in a couple of days. But you can just do some other sale. And the worst thing you're going to do is just cancel the order or something. But you can try that out. And then they have a couple other ones in here. They have the Minecraft Trading Post, and then the Art Project Create Together, and then the Lego Ideas International Space Station. I like this one. Gonna be honest with you, with this space station one, I think that it's 25% off on Amazon as well. And in fact, I'm like 100% certain it's about 25% off because I bought a lot of them. I like this one because it's one of those ones that, first off, if you guys don't know, the ISS is going to be decommissioned. They're going to be taking it down in the next year or two. I don't know the exact date. And this one is also going to be retiring very soon. I don't know when. And of course, Lego can change everything. But this one, I think, is retiring maybe the end of this year or next year. Let me see. I think I put it on here somewhere. No, I didn't. All right, well, I'll see if I can find it for you guys. But I think this one is retiring really soon, and it is 25% off. And I don't know if it's going to get any lower than that, but I did kind of dip my toes in the water with this one. So I did grab a couple of these ones for now because I don't know how long this. I think what they're doing is price match and Target. So that's the other thing too, is that you'll notice that some of the other deals that are on this site. So on my site, I try to give you the Amazon one as well, because if they're on Target, then they might be price matching. Not always the case, but it's worth checking out to see if there's on there, because then you can get more of the same one. And if you have a business account, you can get tax exempt with some of these deals. So you want to, if you can, save some money on that as well with the tax exemption. But I think, let me see when this is retiring. So this one came out in September. Yeah, so maybe this one is next year. I can't remember. But as you can see, the rank is 107. So I think a lot of people are buying this one too. They seem to like that one. And then to get 100% from 52, I think it's like 160. Let's see. Yeah, it's less than that actually. 150 maybe. Or even less than that. It's really good. It's 125. That's really good. A little bit more. I think it's 135. Yeah, 135 to get about 100%, which is really good for this one because it's a retail of 70. So I don't know if this is one of the ones. And if you guys don't know that there's going to be a bunch of Lego sets that are going to be going up as far as change price. I don't know if this one was on the list. There's a list somewhere that I'd have to look at. But just so you're aware, the Lego is increasing the prices with things. If you guys haven't heard about some of the changes that they're making, and it has to do with just everything that's going on with inflation. There's the cost of everything that goes up. So of course we're going to raise prices. I was hoping that they wouldn't do it on some of the sets that are already out, but they did, and some retailers have already increased their prices to that particular price. So not all the sets are. There are a lot of them were just focused with the ones that are really popular. Like there's some Star Wars ones. Maybe there's a Minecraft one. There's a bunch of ideas ones I think that I have to look at. Some of them are just retiring this year, or they're slated to retire this year. So they, they made a decision to do that to increase them on there. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. So I don't know if this is one of them, but if this would be one to grab, I just like it myself. I think that this will do really well when it does retire. And with the ISS kind of being decommissioned, who knows how long that's going to take. But if it's around the same time that it retires, then maybe that will help the value of it out as well. All right, so we're gonna go move on, and I gotta be honest with you, the Prime Day deals that I found on Best Buy were not great. So I'm not gonna run through these ones, but you can go on the page and take a look and see what you can find out here. There was not many of them, so I am not really too excited about any of these ones at all. But it's just I just want to have it out there. So if you can go back to the page, at brickflips.com/deals, you'll be able to find those particular ones out there. So I don't know, like I want to what I want to do is I want to find some of the other deals with some other retailers that might not be that I've not showcased on here. I don't think Kohl's didn't do anything as well, and Walmart hasn't done anything so far. So I'm still holding out that we'll find some other deals at Walmart, but traditionally, Amazon has like another day of deals, so there could be some other deals with Lego for Amazon. So I'll be checking that, and I'll be updating the page tomorrow. So if there's anything new that's added on here, I'm going to add this on here, and you can always see when we update the page on here because we actually add in the time and the date that we add everything on there, so you know that it's recent. So if you refresh your page, you might notice the change in the date. If there's a change in the date, that means that we added something new on here, and just something to take a look at. I wish I could highlight the ones that I put on here new, but the builder that I have doesn't allow that. So, but either way, take a look on here, and then anything that's tomorrow that's not still available, I'm going to take down on here. So definitely look at it tomorrow. So I'll probably go live tomorrow as well, and I'm going to try to do a little bit earlier to guys, to kind of give you guys a heads up on some of these things as far as when they're actually available on there. But maybe tomorrow we'll do a little bit more kind of in depth. We'll do a little bit more an investing piece of it as well. So maybe we'll get into finding the right deal. Like, what is the good deal? Maybe I'll break down a couple of points on what to look for. But typically, usually, the price is the biggest thing. I mean, that's usually the biggest one. But I gotta be honest with you that there are some sets that I bought that they were fantastic discounts, like 50% or more, and they didn't do as well. I mean, I still made money off them. I didn't lose any money, but they were not. They're either still available. There's a couple of them that are still available. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of them. So it's just going to take longer for that. So those are one of the things. Like, it's not always the price that's the best thing. The supply is probably the biggest thing. I think that is always the driving factor of a lot of things is the supply, and obviously the demand of it too as well. But the supply, if it's a lot lower, then the chances are of it increasing is much higher. So that's always the thing I look at, as far as finding, what the best deal is. But hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you could smash the like down there or whatever else page I'm on. I think I'm on Twitter. I think I'm also streaming on Facebook. hit the likes, do all that stuff. Share this. This is still good. Share my page too as well. It'd be really helpful. And stick around for some other stuff. I'm gonna try to do another live tomorrow. If you haven't got on our kind of our email newsletter list, you can just go to our website and just any of the offers that we have. The page that comes right up will ask for email. So I always send out notices of that as well on there, so that if I do some live things, I don't like to give you too many emails, but I try to limit it down to like 1 or 2 a week at the most. But during this time is a really good time to get some deals. So I try to make you guys, help you guys out with some of that stuff. But I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next show.